less time explaining how to play, so if you aren't sure, check out my last Minesweeper videos, where I do spend a good amount of time just going over like the logic and things about how to play. But someone asked in the comments, and I thought it was a really good idea just to try and play like a bit more normally. And I know that I've been doing this Minesweeper in the background without mentioning anything, but I'll kind of play normally without speedrunning, without trying to go super quick, but also without going too slow. I know that if you already know how to play, maybe you've checked out one of my other videos. It might be a little bit frustrating just listening to the same explanation over and over and over again. So I've started off with a hard puzzle. We might downgrade to easy if I fancy something not quite as challenging. But the goal for today is to try and finally finish an expert one without making any mistakes and without losing a 50-50 at the end. So we've made some good progress with this hard one. We haven't run into any situations where there isn't any more information to go on, which is always good. But for example, just here, there could be a mine in either one of these two, so not much to look at there. There could be one in one of these two. This 3 needs one here actually. So we're now good to clear out some of these. One there. One there. That's good now, and we can put a marker down there. We don't have too many more mines left to find. So I think I might switch over to this bottom left corner. Just to try and mark off some more of those mines. We might find ourselves in a situation where we can tell where the leftover mines might be based on how many mines we know are left, which is always kind of fun. Then this one is good. Perfect. So 6 mines left in this big old space here. We know that there is one in one of these two. Let's see here. There's one in one of these two. I like to use the question marks just so I can keep track of where there might be mines, which seems kind of silly to say out loud, to be honest, but I think I maybe mentioned in the last video that it would be really cool if you could color code the question marks so you can kind of match them up into into groups. Anyway, so let's take a look here. We might have to use some logic to figure out some more mine locations. So there's one here or here. In either case, we found one of these. There's definitely not one in both. And we need one more for this 3, so I'm pretty sure there's a mine here and we can clear this too. Perfect. So that gets upgraded to a flag. This is good though. We're looking pretty good. This is clear as well. And there is one here. Just 3 more to go. This 2 and this 1 means that it has to be like this. Although let's not go too quick. No, that's not right. It just means that there has to be one here, and there's one either here or here. But the 3 means that there is one there. And we've got just one more mine to go, and it's in one of these 3 squares. Oops. I circled around that quite a few times. It's in one of these 3, but it shouldn't be too hard. We can clear out some of these. Boop, boop, boop. And we know it's here. And here we go. Yay. Yay. So we've got a 2-win streak on the hard difficulty, and 66.66% win percentage. Shall we go for another hard mode game? To warm up for an expert one. Here we go. So I'm just gonna click somewhere in the middle, and we can already mark off all of these corners. I think it is a setting that you can choose to make sure that your first click is always safe. If you're playing without that setting ticked, like super classic Minesweeper, then you might these 2. There's a mine in one of these 2, so this one is definitely safe. Click there, click there. And then there's one here, and here. Yeah, if you're playing like super classic regular Minesweeper, there is always the chance that the first click you do might be a mine and you just instantly lose, which is no fun. So I like to have the setting turned on for that. Let's try and focus on this puzzle here. Ooh, whoops. That's what I get for yapping away and not concentrating. This one here actually meant that there wasn't a mine here, because we knew there was one here, so that is my fault. Let's jump straight into a new one and try not to make the same mistake there. As before, the first click is safe, and we can mark off all of the corners where there's a 1. And we'll click any of the other ones that are next to it, just to get some really nice, easy progress. Whoa, there we go. And it's kind of fun to see a 5 here. I feel like we don't see them that often. these corners that have appeared. Some down here. Some down here as well. That's good there. That two and that one there. Must be one there and one over here as well, because we kind of have another corner. I almost marked this as a mine, and that would have been the same mistake as last time. Because of that one, that is actually safe, and the mine is here. Then this 3 means there's one here, and we have 1, 2, 3 there. Perfect. Perfect. And I think we're actually good on this side. Perfect. Let's take a look up here. So that 2 is good. We have quite a few 3s here. But it has been revealed pretty quickly. And 1, 2, there's one there. Great. So we've already cleared off over half of the map, and I think we start with 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24. Yeah, we start with 40 mines, and we've got over half of them. Good progress. A couple more corners here that we can mark off. A 2, that 3 means there's one here. And then this 3 is now good to go. And that one. Clear that there. This section down here shouldn't be too bad. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. That's good. So 2 there. That's good. And just to double check, yep, 1 here. So a tiny section left and only 7 more mines to find. So there's 1 there, that's good. Oh, perfect. I love seeing a 1 in a spot like that. We have a corner here and a corner here. So this 2 is now good to go. And this one, and this one, and this one. Then we have 3 just there. And 1, 2, 1. That's good. 3 more mines, a small section. 2 of them are actually around this 5, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just double check that. We have 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. So 1 more mine to find in this section down here. This 3 is good. This 2 is also good. I sometimes miss ones like this and put a marker down in the wrong place. And then we have a corner just there. Yay. Yay, the win percentage dropped a bit because we made a mistake on that other one. But here we go, and we're actually second on the leaderboard by a tiny amount. Shall we go again and see if we can go just a little bit quicker and beat that first place score? Just a little bit quicker though. Here we go. So we'll start with a click. We have a load of 1s here, which should be fine to work with. Although it's not quite as good as getting like half of the Minesweeper map cleared with the first click. But we're doing pretty good up at the top here. We can put a 2, 1 up there. That 2's good. Got a situation here where we know there is a mine just there. And we can clear that. Just 1 there. Perfect. A couple of 4s here. let's look further down there where it should be quicker to work. Perfect. Perfect. Love to see those big old islands get revealed. There's one there. One there. Perfect. That's good as well. All of these need to be mines because of that 4 now. And that also needs to be a mine. So that's good. 1, 2, 3. Got a 4 there. Do some of these ones. So we have a 1. That needs to be 1 as well. So it must be up there. Perfect. Perfect. That 2 is good. 1. And that needs to be 1 for the 4 to work. Okay. Okay, looking pretty good now here. Just need to keep up the pace without making a mistake. Which I do quite often. Down to the final section. That one is good. Needs to be 1 there. And 1 there. 1 there. That is a mine, and that 2 is now good, and that 2. Let's do a corner up there. A couple of 3s, and there's not many spaces left, so they all need to be mines. 2 needs to be 1 there. 1 down there. Okay. We have 3 mines to fit in this space. That's like a 1 and a 2 here. So we know there is 1, I think, down here. Because there's either 1 here or here, but not both. So we've got 1, 2 accounted for. And let's see. So there's 1 definitely there. There might be 1 here. So we're looking for 1 more mine to go. If we said this was a mine, then there would have to be 1 here, and there then wouldn't be enough to go down here. So I think, fingers crossed, I think this needs to be a mine. I think this needs to be a mine. Click this. Perfect. So now that also needs to be a mine as well for that to work, and let's go. Let's go, let's go. We got the top score. Stolen away from myself. And we've bumped our win percentage back up to 2/3. Not bad. Okay, that was pretty fun. That was pretty fun. Shall we see if we can get to the end of an expert game? Let's go. So we're starting off with 99 mines. A click reveals a nice big space in the middle. And let's just go ahead and mark off all of these corners. All of the corners. The 3 means that there's another one here. This 3 means that these are all mines, and that 2 is now good. And that 2. And that 2. Let's work down here. So there has to be 1 there. And 1 there. And we have a couple ones to click, which is good. All of these are mines, and that one is 2 because of these large numbers. The 4 there is awkward. We don't get much information from that, but that's okay. We actually have a couple of 2s down here that are good to go. So there's, although it's fun sometimes, there's not too much point spending time trying to work out some fancy logic if there's an easier section to work with. We have a 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So all of those need to be mines, and that one does too. So that 3 is good, and the 2 is good. That one is good as well, and that one. So we have one just there, one down there. A couple more corners to mark off. A 1. Clear that. That needs to be 1 as well. And that one does too. And that one does. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can get this top corner dealt with. That 3 is good. A 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a 4 here. 1, 2, 3. One of these is a mine, and one of these is as well. But we don't know which at the moment. This 4 is good though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. And a 2 up there. 1, 2. That's good. Love seeing a 1 up there. A 2 would have been a lot more awkward. 1 there. That 3 is good. And that needs to be 1 because of this 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got a 3. Look how many 4s we've got. That's wild. 4, 1, 2, 3. That one's definitely 1. And because of this 4, all of these are mines as well. So 4 is good. We've got a fun kind of checkerboard pattern with a bunch of 4s here. But we can clear off all of these because of the 2s. Now we have a 3, so one of these is a mine. So this is safe. One of these is that's safe. So that needs to be a mine because of this 1. And 1 there. Great. A corner dealt with. We're almost halfway through in terms of mines uncovered. So that's good to see. Both of these, because the 4. That 3 is good though. 1, 2, 3. Great. That 2 is as well. And 1, 2. That 2 is. I often find these kind of situations where I get kind of excited to see a corner. I'll go and click that. I'll put a mine down here too hastily when this 2 is actually good already and this 1 is. So we uncover an entire new row of numbers. 1 there. 1 there. That 2 is good. So there's 1 here. These are all safe. Perfect, perfect. There for the corner. There as well. 1, 2, yep. Bunch of 1s to click, that's nice. 1 there. That 2 means there's 1 here as well. And this 2 means there's 1 here. 1, 2. So that's good to go now, and this 2 is as well. A 5. Most of these are mines now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one of these is not. We've uncovered all the mines around this 3 though. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's look over here where we have some more information. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Great. So there's definitely 1 here or here. So this is safe. Perfect. And there's 1 here or here. So these 3 are safe. These 3 are safe. Not much information there though. because we could go ahead and clear off this left side, but if we're still stuck with not much to go on and we have to kind of guess on something, I'd rather do it now to save myself the time. Okay, let's take a look at this then. So we have a 3. 1, 2, 3. So one of these is a mine. One of these is, but not both of them. So in order to make up enough mines to cover this 5, these need to be mines, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one of these. So this 2 is good. And this one is. Perfect. And we can mark off a couple more corners here. So that 2 is done. 1, 2, 3 for the 3 there, and the 4. 1 there for the 2. 1, 2. And what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great, so this is good. Perfect. Perfect. Clear off a couple of these 1s, just to make our life as easy as possible. Another corner. Clear for 2. Corner there for the 3, and that needs to be 1 for the 4. So 3's good now. Ooh, nice big island revealed. Some corners. Okay, cool. So 1, 2. That 2's good. A 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. This 3, 1, 2, 3. This 3 is good now as well. And we've got 1, 2, 3. And that 2 is good. Perfect. Let's move on. Make sure if we clear off all these corners properly. So 1, 2, that 1 is good. 2 there. And 1, 2, 3. A few more corners. 1 there for the 2. Yeah. So we can do that. And the 3 is now good as well. Great. Both of these are a mine for that 4 to work. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 1, 3, one of these 2. Let's look down here. We have some 1s we can click. 2. 1, 2. Great. Both of these for the 4 to work. Corner, corner, 2. That 2 is 1, 2. Good, and this one is as well. Oh, that 3 was good. We've got 12 more mines to go. Let's see. We're running a bit low on information here, so we might need to make some educated guesses. So let's take a look at this 4 down here. We have 1, 2, 3, so one of these is a mine. In either case, the 1 is good to go, so this is not a mine. This is not a mine. We have a 2, 1, 2, a 2, 1. One of these. Not much there, unfortunately. One of these is a mine for that 2 to be happy. So we have 1 for this 3, and we need to find 2 more. There is, this 3 means that there is only 1 mine in these 2. So we have 1, 1, there is a mine here. That's not too helpful as well for us, unfortunately. There's 3, 1 mine here, or 1 mine here. A bunch of 1s and a 3 as well. So that's this is safe, which means it has to be here and here. I'm going to mark it on the row next to it, and let's just go over that again to make sure. Or we can even work from up here, so this one means that there's a mine either here or here. In either case, we've covered this one, and this is safe. This square, I can click this, I can click this pretty confidently. So, now we have a 3 with 1, 2, 3 squares left in range, so it has to be here and here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, and that's not a mine, and this is good to go. Perfect. Let's see here, we have a 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think we're getting there, but we've run into another situation, I think. So this 3, we've got two of them, 2 of the mines marked. It's either here or here, but not both. So there's here or here. In either case, this 4 now would then have 4 mines. 1, 2, 3, and then here or here. So 4. So this square is safe. Oh, a 1. Incredible. Incredible. That's what I love to see. This 3 is now good. I think it was always good actually, so I could have clicked it. Cleared up all that trouble more easily, but that's okay. So 1 there, the 2. That 2 is good now. Perfect, and that 1. 1 here. Click there. We have a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 there. Now the 2 is good. Click that. Click that, click that, click that, click that, click that. Let's see here. There's one here or here, but not both, for the 1 to work. So I'm going to mark that, and then for the 3 to work, there would need to be 1 here. And then there's 1 here or here for this 3 to work. And so this square is safe, because we would have covered all the ones for the 2. Perfect. Another 1. Just in time. So there's 1 here, 1, 2. Oh no, look. That is gonna be a 50-50. Unfortunately, let's just clear off the rest really quick. But that sucks to see. So 1, 2, 3. 2 is good. 1, 2. So that 4 is good. 1 there. Well, after all of that work, we have come up against a 50-50. What do we think? Top or bottom? Top or bottom? Top or bottom? If I had a coin nearby, I'd flip it. I think I'm gonna click. I'm gonna click the bottom. Fingers crossed. We did as well as we could have hoped to do, and it came down to a 50-50, but we won that. So that means that that's our first expert game finished. A pretty meager 14.29% win percentage, but I'm happy enough. I'm happy that we finished one. And just to keep things fresh, shall we finish off with a couple of easy games, just nice quick ones. No mistakes, of course it's going to be super easy. 10 mines to find. Let's just go with some of those. Should be able to do them pretty quickly, and I think even kind of practicing with these ones is a good way of trying to minimize some of the mistakes. There's one here or here, so this one down here is safe. Well, we have another 50-50. One here, one here, one here. And there might be one here, so we have 3 spaces where there could be mines. Maximum 3. One there, there, there. Minimum 2. So there might be kind of at a maximum there's 1 in these 3 squares. So I think I might click this bottom corner. I think that might be our best chance. Just double check. We have 1, 2, so there's 1 here or here, that's fine. 2, there's 1 here or here, that's fine as well. There could be 1 up here and 1 down here. Oh, what am I talking about? This 1 means that there's definitely 1 down here. Cool, I'm glad I went over that again then. And 1, 2, 1 here, and this is safe. Great. Great. Wow, and that was super quick compared to my other scores as well. Let's go in for another one. Lots of 1s and 2s, that's nice to see. Click these. Perfect. Wow, a 4. I don't think you'd see that often in great. 22. What? I don't know if we're gonna get much lower than that. That was a really lucky one. That was a really lucky one, but we let's go in for, I think a couple more could be fun. So mark off the corners nice and quickly, and then work from there. That's good for the 2 to work there. Here we are, we're in an awkward situation. So there's 1 here or here for the 3, so that's safe. 1 here, here for the 2. 4 mines to find. There's 1 there, maybe 1. We'll mark all the maybes. Oh, let's see. It's good to go through these and double check sometimes. This 2 is actually means that there are mines like that. And a 4. Yeah, not quite as quick, but we picked up a sneaky case down at the bottom, which was fun to find. Let's go again. Mark those off. A couple of 1s and a 2 there. That 2's good, and that 2 is good as well. 1 there. That's good. That's good. Wow. As much as I didn't expect it, we did get a bit quicker, down to 16 points. That's 16 seconds. Not sure. It could be, it could be. Let's go. Off the back of that success, let's go again. I'm not really trying or expecting to get too much quicker, but hopefully I minimize the number of mistakes and kind of train myself try and keep things as relaxing as possible. I think let's go for one final one. And let's try and make it a good one. Let's hope that it's a good one. So we'll mark off the corners, click some of these ones. There we go, some nice big